Alexis Nunes back with my partner in crime, Luis Garcia. We are in Barcelona because La Liga is back, baby. We cannot wait for the first match, Barcelona up against Rayo Vallecano. Everyone's been talking about Barcelona, Luis, because of all the shopping they've been doing, the luxury shopping they've been doing with money we never knew they had. But that's a story for another day. The truth is everyone is excited to see whether they can register the players in time or not is another story. But our job today is I want you to rank the signings that we have seen at Barcelona. We have Andreas Christensen, Frank Kessie, Koundé, who everyone, especially Chelsea, wanted, but in the end, Barcelona got him. Robert Lewandowski, a name that we didn't think we'd be seeing at Barcelona, but he's here. And Rafinha, very exciting signing. We, of course, got to see him in action in the Premier League. So who's in at number 5 for you?
Well, that's good. That's good to know because everybody's expecting that all these players are going to be signed for the start of the La Liga, but it's true that we still don't know, and that's
really
something that is concerns Barcelona and all the supporters, of course. I'm going to start for the fifth one. Let's start for that one. I'm going to go with Christensen. I think it was a fantastic signing where we heard about the player. I think the first two, they were Christensen and Garcia. They were the two signings that everybody was talking in the beginning, and I think Christensen was a crucial, but of course because of Koundé afterwards, I think
kind of
he kind of dropped a little bit. I like him. He's a very intense player. He's good experience. Also, he's tall. I think he's very good in the air. But the most important is that he can play with the ball. And for Xavi, it's very important that the centre backs can have the ball and move, bring the ball forward to the midfield. So I think I'm gonna put it in the rank 5, but definitely is a very good signing.
Who's in at number 4 for you? I think I know.
Number 4, yeah, probably you'll know. I'm gonna go for Garcia.
Yeah.
I think again we are gonna talk because later he arrived. Rafinha he was also a very important player, but Garcia is a player that I followed last year in AC Milan. I think he did a fantastic season. He's a very a player who can play in many different positions, so that's something also very important for Xavi. He can play in the middle, a little bit ahead, even in the position of Busquets, so he can replace all those kind of players who can be playing in the middle, but also have that ability to work, to give a little bit of fight in the middle because he's strong, he's quick, he's
very physical.
very physical. That's something that Barcelona doesn't have in the middle.
Yeah.
Busquets is a technical player. Gavi, Pedri, Nico, they were all players who with the ball are very good, but in the box-to-box situation, they struggle. So I'm going to go with them in the 4th position.
All right, well, we have Rafinha, Koundé, and Lewandowski. Some big names there. So who comes in at number 3? Big names.
Yeah, I'm going to go because I'm a striker, so I'm going to leave the strikers for
last, of course.
And, of course, I'm going to go...
Stevie Nicol and Xhaka will be happy.
For Koundé, I think he's a massive signing.
Massive.
Half of Europe was following him last year. He was very impressive for Sevilla. He's a player who can give so many things at the back, but also, again, and set piece is very good. Yeah. It's very quick. With the ball, he's also very good. So he's a massive signing because Barcelona needed players at the back. Araujo had some troubles last year. Injuries. Piqué is not getting any younger. Umtiti, we don't know what is going to happen with him. He was most part of the season injury. And, of course, Lenglet left the club. So it was needed a player like him to balance a little bit the team, and I think he is spot on for the Barcelona signing. And well, I'm going to put it in the 3rd position.
I remember just last year around this time, I went to Sevilla and I got to speak to a lot of the head honchos there. We won't call their names just yet. And one of them did tell me, Koundé, they know the interest, and they said that at Sevilla, they know what they have and they will do everything they can to keep him. But in the end, when big clubs like this, not that Sevilla is not a big club, but when Barcelona come
and
knocking,
he's a player who wanted to leave, wanted to have a different challenge. And then when a player wants to leave, they finally get it.
And you think Barcelona definitely better than going to the Premier League at Chelsea?
I think that he chose a new project. I think Xavi, and I think he mentioned it, that he was big part of his signing for Barcelona. He's a manager who is building up a new Barcelona, and everybody wants to be part of this one. Maybe they're going to be part of a historic team, and that's why I think that Lewandowski, Kessie, Koundé, and a lot more players want to join this team.
All right, well, there can only be 2 now. In at number 2, Robert Lewandowski or Rafinha. Who is it going to be?
Of course. I mean, I think that Rafinha is a massive player, but we got Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski. So I'm going to go for Rafinha in the 2nd place. I think he's going to bring so much to the club. 1v1, assisting. He's a very difficult player to mark because it's true that he's a left foot and he's going to try to find that left foot every single time. but he's a player who, when he's on the ball, is so versatile. He can do many different things, and I think that for Barcelona, having players who can beat players on 1v1 in those situations on the wide areas is very important. We've seen it with Dembele last year, so I'm gonna put Rafinha and goals and assists for next year and second position.
And of course, number one, Lewandowski. I mean, we don't even need to like explain why this is the number one signing. But for you, I suppose, how do you see him fitting just so perfectly into Barcelona and especially into what Xavi wants to do?
I think because he comes from a team that plays very similar like Barcelona.
Yeah.
I think that he's a number 9 who can link with the midfielder, who can hold the ball. He's very good in the air. He's very good on the feet, and he's got a lot of experience. So he's gonna be afraid in playing in tough situations or difficult situations. And you know that when you play against teams in La Liga and in European competition, a lot of teams they drop back, and he's a player who is used to do that because in Bayern Munich used to play the same way. So I think he's going to bring goals, and he's very important. On these days, having a player who can score 30, 40 goals is massive, and I think he's going to do it again in Barcelona. Number 1.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.